Willkommen zurück bei Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So, wo muss ich lang? Ne, hier lang. Dann gehen wir mal dorthin, was wir letztes Mal gesagt haben. Doch hier jetzt, oder? Ja. So, Bernadotte Game Company. So. Nee, das nicht, oder? Nee. Was will er denn mit Gedankenspiele? Da ist nichts mehr. Ach so. Der Abgesandte braucht die Fotografie. Der Abgesandte hegt ein eigennützliches Interesse an der Fotografie. In seinem Besitz wäre sie für ihn keine Gefahr mehr. Na, das da, oder? Machen wir das. Hä? Gehst du nicht, oder was? Nee, geht doch nicht. Okay. Dann geht's noch nicht. Und wohin? Wo ist denn das jetzt? Hä? Bazaar Road in der Nähe der Kreuzung der Roman Road. Ah, vielleicht da drin. Vielleicht hier irgendwo. Da? Hä? Da ist ja gar nichts. Wo? Wo ist das? Südöstlicher Teil von Scaladio. In der Nähe der Kreuzung mit der Roman Road. In der Nähe der Kreuzung. Ja, bin ich doch. In der Nähe. Bunker, oder was? Nee. Hä? Wo? Wo soll das sein? Da? Nee, das ist Pharmazie. Pharmazie? Pharmazie. Hä, wo soll das sein? Verarschst du mich? Das ist doch hier irgendwo. Oder da unten. Jetzt finde ich das nicht. Mein Gott. Da oder was? Hier irgendwo? Vielleicht hier. Checke nicht. Da ist nix. Da ist gar nichts. Keine Ahnung. Was soll das sein? Da? Nee. Hier? Auch nicht. Checke nicht. Huch. Okay, dann hier erstmal, dass er auf den verhängnisvollen Fest war. Mit den Flüchtlingen helfen. Er hielt einen Brief von einem Unbekannten. Achso, hätte ich das ihm noch geben müssen? Warte mal. Nochmal zurück. Ich glaube, ich muss ihm das nochmal zeigen, ne? Nochmal reingehen. Nee, drüben war das.
Have you thought it all through?
Fotografie geben.
Almost. The refugees, what will happen to them?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact, it's the only thing I know. The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House of Lords containing a request to patriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask the magician how he performs his tricks.
But how can I believe you?
Ugh, I presume you do believe in my selfishness. The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior and protector of those in need. It's a win situation for me, too. Now, what about the photograph?
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Naylor.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
Setze sich stets für die Flüchtlinge ein. Huch, was ist jetzt los?
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
Mercurio ist tot.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
Der Dieb ist tot.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Ah, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
Unfortunately, I could not locate the missing painting.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, such disappointing news. Not even a shred of information? The slightest lead?
I'm afraid the case has gone cold.
I suppose if you were unable to find it, no one else could. What a pity. Oh, but I can tell. You learned something else, didn't you? What happened to your crusade of truth? Was it not that important, after all?
No truth will satisfy you, Mr. Vogel.
It was not an attack, Mr. Holmes. If you've chosen not to tell me, I respect your intention. But it is just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, Now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
Was haben Sie mir bringen lassen?
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Bezüglich meiner Mutter?
Previously you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
Gehen.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Muse aus der Ferne abgeschlossen. Oh. Sehr gut. Okay. Gott sei Dank. So, was haben wir hier? Lieferung von Werner Vogel. Okay. Dann gehen wir jetzt mal ins Herrenhaus zurück. Da waren wir ja schon lange nicht mehr. Aber erstmal hier rausgehen. Hä? Nee, hier geht's raus. So. Karte. Und dahin. Stonewood Manor. Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Oh, da ist was. Mysteriöse Postkarte. Ein unbeschrifteter Umschlag, in dem sich eine Postkarte befindet. Auf der Postkarte ist ein Gebäude abgebildet, betitelt mit Hafen. Auf der Postkarte steht geschrieben: Vor dem Gebäude soll eine gute Stelle zum Angeln sein, allerdings kommt nicht jeder hierher, um zu angeln. Als Postkartenmarke ist My Favorite Croft, mein Lieblingsbauernhof, angegeben, mit einem kleinen Bauernhof als Fabrikantensymbol. Neuer Fall, ich werde verrückt. Ratte an Bord. Okay. Oh Gott, ich sehe es schon. Da ist was. Was ist das denn? Oh.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Oh Gott. Hilfe.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Und nu? Mutterliebe, was haben wir denn da? Okay, wir müssen reingehen. Huch. Holz gerade, glatt.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Weiblich, Fischschwanz, geheimnisvoll.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else.
Trocken, Skelett, Felsen.
Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Familienmitglied weiblich.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Werkzeug, Glas, Beobachtung.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
Wo denn? Ach da. Leute, laute Stimmen, Arbeiter.
The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Öffne den Raum mit den Kuriositäten. Okay.
Ah yes, my mother's studio.
Ach du Scheiße.
She was an
Ach
authenticator,
du
and
Scheiße.
this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
Sieht aus.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Das schauen wir uns in der nächsten Folge an, dieses Riesenraum da. Ja, bis zum nächsten Mal bei Sherlock Holmes. Tschüss.